So then the second problem, the second question that everybody wants to know, and kind of one of the reasons why I'm here, is does opening a lot of chests or spheres or boxes or whatever, does opening a lot of them at once give you a higher chance of getting the grand prize?
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
One of the most peculiar things about Hero Wars, peculiar is definitely not the right word, the drop rates of the various things in the game. The heroic chest is the daily chest where you can open it up to get heroes out of. The circle of summoning where you get titans. The artifact chest, which is where I want to spend a little bit of time discussing today. Outland chest, tower chest, etc., right? Loot boxes, very contentious topic. Across the entire world, I should say. They're even illegal in some places. Well, fortunately, on Hero Wars Mobile, the iOS App Store and the Android, what is it, the Drive or the Play Store, the Google Play Store, I think it's what it's called, requires games that have loot boxes to publicly share the drop chance of all of the items contained within, okay? And for the most part, it's very straightforward. Link to this drop rate page is in the description box down below. Now, the grand prize, some of these items, some of these chests have grand prizes in them, okay? Some of them have an opportunity to get some very large and amazing prizes. All of the drop rates are between 0.01 to 0.5% for the grand prize items. 0.01 to 0.5%. Okay, Cleave Daddy, the legendary superhero out of the heroic chest, drops at 0.01%, and supposedly the drop rate increases by a small amount every time that you open the chest without getting Cleaver. That does not mean you open the chest, 100 times and you get a 1% chance. That's not what that means. It just increases the chance. It doesn't guarantee anything. There's no drop rate protection on bad luck protection on the majority of the drop rates on these on Hero Wars Mobile, right? The Circle of Summoning, this is where you get your Titan summons. The Super Titans Hyperion, Araji, and Eden have a 0.5% chance of dropping, with again an increasing drop rate with every new sphere opening. You continue on down, artifact chest. So the Outland chest has a 0.5% chance, to get one of the Outland chest grand prize skins or the skin certificate. Now there's always 11 prizes in the Outland chest and it rotates throughout the year, but there's a 0.5% chance of drawing that grand prize, one of those 11 grand prizes. And obviously you wouldn't draw it again. You would keep drawing it until you had all 11, and then I think it defaults down to the skin certificate, right? So 0.01. Here's the gold exchange shop. That's this right here, exchanging emeralds for gold, where you spin the wheel, and the chance to get the 100x is 0.03%. Okay, so this is one of the kind of the misleading things that's super frustrating. Is the 100 is the same size as everything else, but it's actually just a very, very small sliver. Now, across Hero Wars Mobile, across the whole thing, if you click on the I button, in just about every instance, it will either break down the contents of the chest with the percentage chance, or it will send you to the link that I have shared here. Okay, so you can go and take a look at the link yourself. Here's the boxy rewards: gold energy, XP potions, coins, hero fragments. Here's the Ultra of the Elements. This is the big money blue balls. Hard to get stuff in this game that you really are trying to get out of some of these chests. So I say all this to make 2 points. First of all, these are mobile specific, all right? And then as a point of fact, if we transition over to Hero Wars Facebook and web, there are a lot of the same chests and boxes on Hero Wars Facebook and web. The heroic chest, the Outland chest does not have the skins in it, but kind of one of the things that we have instead is the grand prize artifact chest reward: 100,000 artifact coins and 100 chaos cores. The pet system has the opportunity to get a grand prize absolute star pet, and this rotates every day, right? So if you're trying to get a specific grand prize absolute star pet, and you have a bunch of pet eggs that you want to open. You want to open them all on the day that has the pet that you're trying to get the 6-star pet. So for example, I already have a 6-star Oliver. I wouldn't want to open this on a day that Oliver is the grand prize, unless I'm just trying to get the pet soul coins, right? And the point that I'm trying to convey here is none of the drop rates on Hero Wars Facebook and web are actually published anywhere. Now we assume that they're the same drop rates, but I thought it would be interesting to discuss this information considering that we have this crazy heroes of the day. So if I get one of these heroes out of the heroic chest for the next 2 days, then I get double the soul stones for these 5 heroes. And the idea is I'm going to be more inclined to open more of these chests in order to get more soul stones. It's a bad investment. This place is one of the worst places to spend emeralds unless you're absolutely trying to finish some kind of task, right? For some season or event or something. And even then it's got to be a really, really good deal. So then the second question that everybody wants to know, and kind of one of the reasons why I'm here, is does opening a lot of chests or spheres or boxes or whatever, does opening a lot of them at once give you a higher chance of getting the grand prize? And 100% no. 100% absolutely not. In statistics, we have this thing called confirmation bias, right? You look for rewards, and if you open a bunch of rewards at once, say I open all 500 of these keys, which we're going to do here in a little bit. If I open 500 keys and I happen to get lucky with one of these right here, then people will start to say, hey, if you open 500 keys at once, if you use 500 keys at once, you're guaranteed to get this grand prize. Completely untrue. Completely untrue. Let's say, for example, based on the Hero Wars mobile drop rates, which may or may not be factual, there's a 0.01% chance to get Cleaver, or in this instance, a 0.01% chance to get the grand prize of 100,000 artifact chest key, artifact coins, and then the Chaos Cores, right? We know that the Astral Seer has a much higher drop rate of the grand prize here than the other grand prize options elsewhere. We seem to be able to get the Eternal Seeds quite a bit more frequently than the other grand prizes. I don't know why that is. Maybe it's because it's the new activity. Maybe it is the 0.5% chance, like I mentioned for the Super Titan Soul Stones on mobile, and the heroic chest to get Cleaver is the 0.01, and the heroic chest here is 0.01 as well. I don't know, but it just seems like the Eternal Seeds have a much higher drop rate. It just seems that way. Again, I don't have any math or proof to back that up. I did reach out to community managers. They left me on red, as it were. So the numbers, even if we had the numbers, even if we knew for an absolute certainty that it's a 0.01% chance to get this this Cleaver. So if you opened 1,000 chests, this would effectively make it a 10% chance, right? So then if you opened 10,000 chests, that would be a 100% chance. So if I had 10,000 artifact chest keys, theoretically, I would be guaranteed the grand prize. But what actually happens is every time you open one of these chests or Titan artifact spheres or pet eggs or outland chests on mobile, every single time you click the button to open, every time a new calculation is factored. Okay, a new calculation is factored based on who knows what, the random number generator that is assigned to this function in the game, RNG, random number generator. It's based on a computer programming terminology. Every time you open either 1 or 10, that random number generator wheel is spun. If there is bad luck protection, it is assigned, but we're going to assume that bad luck protection is not on these particular chests. And even though you can see here that with each subsequent chest opening, Cleaver drop rate is increased with every new chest opening. Even though we have this specifically written here on Hero Wars Mobile, we don't know for sure what the increase is, right? If it's a 0.01% chance to get Cleaver, it may become a 0.01001% chance, 0.01002% chance. It could be like 0.0100001% chance every time you open. And the fact that we just don't know, it's impossible. It's impossible for us to really have any idea when we can guarantee to get this grand prize or any of the grand prizes. Now, I did ask somebody in, I asked a couple of people in chat earlier today and yesterday, and somebody, Hero Wars Guide, I don't know if you're here, mentioned that he feels like that he gets the Artifact Chest grand prize 1 out of every 4,000 opens. That doesn't mean that if you sit here and open 4,000 keys, you're guaranteed to get it. He just feels like it's a 1 in 4,000 chance. Right? It's kind of like where he feels the number is. We don't have any proof, and we will never have any proof, because Facebook and Web, the browser version of the game, does not have to actually publish it, and the mobile version of the game will publish as little information as they absolutely have to in order to protect the integrity of the game, whether we like it or not. Whether we like it or not. If you have a 100% chance, 0.1% of the time, you have a 100%. Same with casino, 1% chance at 100 spins doesn't mean you'll hit it. It means you have a 1% chance each time. Yep. I've been playing web for 6 months and I've never hit a grand prize. Okay. Yeah, but yeah, sample size is too small to have much confidence in that, says Hero Wars Guy. It's just one of those things that we have to live with this game. Like, it's just one of those things, right? And there's going to be a lot of people that say, well, I opened 100 Titan Summoning Spheres, and I got, I got, every time I opened 100 Titan Summoning Spheres, I got Titan Soul Stones. It's like, well, it's just because you opened a bunch and you got lucky, right? Mobile player for 2.5 years, play daily, still no Cleaver. Yeah, of all of the accounts that I've played, I've only seen Cleaver drop 1 time, and I'm still very convinced that it was a birthday gift.